Hey Top Family, it's me, Miss Looney. I'm just checking in. I wanted to let you all know that I miss you all, and even though our school year ended the way it did, we have some exciting news. We have been working on some different ideas and ways to stay connected with you guys through this time. Um, Maybe with some fun activities, some CSL stuff, some discussion topics, and a few lessons that we can do together. And our hope is that we can connect with you all and give you our different websites that we're on, like the DCA Top Facebook page. We also have some YouTube sites up where we're posting lessons and different things. And this is a way for us to stay connected in a way that you all can be interactive and follow along with the lessons and the discussions that we have, and hopefully do some activities that we are proposing, and you can share those with us still by sending pictures so that if you want us to, we can post or on one of our sites, or just discussions through the different topics that we are discussing. You can make some posts on there. I have sent out a letter for everyone, and this letter explains everything. So in this letter, it just goes through talking about how much I miss you and that I want us to stay connected. It gives you our Facebook page address. It gives you the YouTube site. It also talks about some of the lessons and some of the discussions that we hope to do. And we're also going to be posting some fun activities on there. So make sure you read this letter when you receive your mail. Now, I really want to grab your attention and talk about a couple of things today. So today's topic is going to be goal setting. And goal setting is very important. Research shows that setting goals improves motivation and achievement. It encourages a growth mindset and supports the development of skills students need in order to be prepared for their futures. The future is yours. Make your future what you want it to be. So when we talk about goals, we are talking about something that you want to achieve for yourself. So when we set goals, it's taking a minute to think, what do we want in our future? What does that look like? When you take a minute and you think of your future, what does your ideal future look like? What do you see in your future? What do you want for your future? Remember, the future is yours to make it what you want it to be. So that's very important. So starting out, take a minute. Let's do a short activity. Take a minute and think about what your future looks like. What do you want in your future? Let's do a simple little activity and list some one-word descriptions of things that you see in your future. You can be as specific as you want to. For instance, if there is a certain car that you want in your future, write that certain car in there. So you can do this in many ways. You can just write it down. You can do a cloud. I've done an example with a cloud and just some one-word descriptions in there of things that you may want in your future. So do that for yourself. Graduation could be in there. A certain career that you're interested in. It may be happiness, love, marriage, family, a nice house, good health. Just think of what your future looks like. So, I want you to take some time and do that activity. Now, as you do that activity and you get your one-word descriptions in there of things you see in your future, is it going to be easy to reach those goals that we set for ourselves? Probably not, because usually things that are very good or things that you have to work towards, it's not going to be easy, but it's something that you want and that you can stay motivated towards working to. So what are some things that can make it easier for you to reach these goals? So what I did was I just took a little column to the side and I wrote easier. And I listed some things underneath that maybe could make it easier on you to reach these goals. For instance, studying hard or working hard towards reaching these goals. Making a good plan. What am I going to have to do in order to reach these goals? So sit down and plan that out. Making good decisions. Now, we've talked about decision making and making good decisions, and it's very important because we know for every decision, whether it's good or bad, we have a consequence that follows that decision. So make good decisions. Think it through. Don't just go with the flow. Think through your choices and the consequences of each before you make your decision. And having good friends and a good support group. So people who are doing good and who are going to motivate you to do good. Those are the type of friends and healthy relationships that we need around us. Now, on the flip side of that, what is going to make it more difficult? So I did the same thing and just wrote out a list, more difficult. Well, if you get involved with drugs and alcohol, that's going to be a roadblock and be difficult and make it harder for you to be successful and reach those goals. Peer pressure. We've talked about peer pressure. Don't fall into peer pressure. You have a voice of your own, and it's okay to use that voice, and it's okay to say no when you know it's not in your best interest. So be careful about that. And remember, don't be afraid to speak up about how you feel. You can do it in a respectful way and be assertive and still say no to these kind of things that are not good for your future. Hanging out with the wrong people. All these things could make it more difficult for you to reach your goal. So don't forget, take some time to do that. Please share. Once you get that down, if you want to share, I would enjoy that. I would love to see your goals, your plans. So share that with us. I provided my email address if you can't post or you don't know any other way of getting me your activities when you're finished. I want you to be proud of these, and I want you to keep them so that you can stay motivated to work towards this. So share them with me. So when we talk about these goals, we set some one-word descriptions of things that we wanted in our future. Now let's think about different types of goals. So you have your short-term goals and your long-term goals. Short-term goals are just what it says. Goals that you can reach in a short amount of time. So for this activity and for today, let's think of short-term goals as something that can be reached within the year. Something that you can reach within the year. Now, you may be able to reach your short-term goal in 1 week, a month, but it has to be within the year to be a short-term goal for this purpose. So it may be, an example of a short-term goal may be that you want to clean and rearrange your room. That's a short-term goal. Another short-term goal may be that you want to work really hard and focus on self-care and taking better care of yourself and getting yourself ready for the upcoming challenges and upcoming year at school. Long-term goal. Let's think of long-term goals for this for 5 to 10 years. So as a middle school student, a long-term goal may be to graduate high school. That is a big accomplishment. A long-term goal may be to become a teacher or a nurse or a certain career that you're interested in. And I want to share this because I find it easier if I set some of my short-term goals up along the way of reaching that long-term goal. Because 5 years from now or longer, that's a long time out. It's hard to stay motivated to something that's so far out. So for me, I set short-term goals along the way that help me. And once I reach one of those short-term goals, I get to celebrate, and I know that I'm on the right track and that I'm working hard and I'm accomplishing these goals that I set for myself. So think about that when you do this activity. I have a book with an activity that I just love when I talk about goal setting. The book is Oh, the Places You Will Go. And this book is good for any age. That's why I love it so much. So this book describes life. It's a balancing act, life itself, and the ups and downs it presents, and encourage us to find success that lies within us. Because like I said, your future is yours, so make it what you want it to be. People set goals in order to succeed in life. Some goals are short-term goals and can be reached quickly. Others are long-term goals, and it may take years to achieve these goals. Think about your life and short-term and long-term goals that you would like to achieve yourself. List 5 short-term goals and 5 long-term goals below. So do this activity. 5 short-term, 5 long-term. Just write it out. Short-term goals, long-term goals. Be creative as you want to. And please share these with us once you're finished. I would love to see these. So make sure you do that activity. And before I'm done with the lesson today, and before I leave you, I want to read the book, Oh, the Places You Will Go. Oh, the Places You Will Go, by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy. You'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down the streets, look 'em over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down that not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and as footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers and soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on, and you'll be left in the lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a sitting of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the brightest places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go, there is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you on TV. Except when they don't. Because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll be playing against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and you that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, through the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, through the Haken cranks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's just a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And you will succeed. Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kids, you'll move mountains. So be your name, Buxbaum, Bixby, or Bray, or Mordecai, Alley, Van Allen, O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. I love this book. This book talks about life as a balancing act and talks about the ups and downs that you may go through. Just like with setting our goals and like with trying to accomplish our goals, there may be bumps in the road. But don't let that steer you in the wrong direction. Figure out what you need to do, get back on track, and work towards these goals and accomplish them. Because once again, goals help you succeed and be successful in life. They help you reach the things that you want for your future. Your future is yours. Make it what you want it. Okay, Top Family, this has been a great discussion activity. Remember the activities I asked you to do, and do this so that you have something to look towards, something to work towards, and share these with me. I want to see them. I want to know what thoughts you have for your future. I want to know what goals you are setting for yourself. And as always, if you need anything, please let me know. I will try to find resources to help you or steer you in the right direction if I can't do it for you. I love you all. Have a great day.